Hey, Booze. Hey, it is your girl, the Rising Phoenix Empath, coming at you from Maryland. And I wanted to jump on real quick. And I wanted to give you a nugget, chosen ones. I wanted to give you 10 indications you are chosen, right? We always know that we're different, right? And many are called. Many are called, but there are only few that are actually chosen. And I'm going to give you 10 indications on how you can know you are the few chosen. Number one, as a child, you were very aware of the matrix. And let me explain this. When I was a child, my mom would get me ready for preschool. Wasn't in grade school as of yet. I was in nursery school, and she would get me ready every morning, and we would go through the same routines in the morning. And one morning I wept. I just really cried and cried and cried. And she said, "What's wrong? What's wrong to me? Why are you so upset?" And I said, "Mom, we do the same thing every day. It's the same thing. And everybody's just doing the same thing every day, and nothing ever changes." And even as a child, I recognized that routine to be a problem. It's almost like like I said, we were living in a matrix, and you see the same people walking on the same street, the same time every day. And, it's monotonous, and it's the same thing every day. And I noticed that as a 5, 6 year old kid, I'm crying to my mom because I'm like, "Mom, we're doing the same thing every day. This isn't normal. I don't want to be another face in the crowd," is what I told her. And she always told that story to anybody who listened, how she knew I was special, and she knew how I was different, because at a very young age, I identified that I just didn't want to be another face in the crowd, and I did not want to be like a robot doing the same thing every day. Right? So that's how you know when you're aware of the matrix at a very young age. Number two, you have the gift of intuition or the gift of sight, or both. You're very intuitive. Always have been, and you can know things. And I always tell people, I joke about it, I know stuff. I don't know how. I just do. I don't have to see things with my own eyes. I don't, but when I know, and I listen to that inner knowing. And the gift of intuition is very, very deep within the chosen ones. And in some cases, they are seers, meaning you are prophetic, right? Number three, you have the gift of long suffering. Most chosen people, right, have a circumstance they have no control over, right? And this circumstance, maybe they're born with it. Maybe they were born into a certain family, or born with a certain diagnosis, or maybe they have a special needs child, or maybe they themselves have a diagnosis. It's a circumstance that you have no control over, right? And you navigate life with this thing, right? And oftentimes nobody brags about having the gift of long suffering. Nobody wants it. But to be honest, greatness, the anointing, comes with that gift. And people want to skip to greatness without the long suffering. And sometimes they do, right? But I'm telling you, as a chosen one, if you have the gift of long suffering, you may be chosen, right? Number four, you are the black sheep of your family. Your family turns on you. They don't like you. You've done nothing really to them. Maybe you have responded to their disrespect, right? And decided you're not going to be bullied, gaslit, or perceived to be this person that you're not, right? But you're the black sheep of the family. Nobody really, nobody's feeling you. And you've done nothing to deserve it. Even as a matter of fact, you were always there for everybody. And nobody ever reciprocated that same energy back to you when you were in need. That's a whole nother post. Number 5, you're an empath. You have the ability to put yourself in the place of people who are suffering and in pain. And it is a gift and a curse because we take on other people's energy and we feel their pain. Okay? Number 6, people don't like you and friends betray you. And this is a big one. And this is when I'm going to do a video on this. People don't like you on sight. They don't even know why they don't like you. I went to the grocery store the other day and I'm in checkout and there was a lady in front of me and the cashier, and I caught them, they were making eyes at each other, like look at her, like what they were talking about me. And I'm like, and I was kind of wrapped up in, getting my stuff on the belt. I wasn't paying attention. And, but then I noticed the interaction between them and how they were looking at me. And I'm like, gee, Mo Weddy, what I do now? What I do now? People just not going to like you because your light is going to irritate their demons. They're going to see you, see the greatness on you, not even realize that that is what they see. And it's going to irritate their demons. It's going to irritate their insecurities. And they're going to assume that you think you are better than them because they think you are better than them. And your friends, the light that they see will inspire envy, and eventually envy always wins over love. They will betray you, my friends. And this is why people don't like you. It's not you, but it's the anointing they see over your life. It's the anointing, and they just can't take it, some people. Okay? Number 7, you are a healer. And I am a healer. I've always been an encourager. I've always been an inspirer. But more lately, in the last few years, I now make herbal remedies, tea blends, tinctures, tonics, elixirs. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I do energy healing. And so you have a healing spirit. And as a matter of fact, people come to you for advice. People call you and come to you because you have a way of soothing them and giving them a peace because you have a healing spirit. You have wisdom too, and that's why they call you. But they always know that when they call you and when they hang up their phone, they're going to feel at peace. They're going to feel better. And it's because you, my friend, are a healer. Number 8, you challenge the system. You don't just go on. You just don't conform like the rest of the world. You have questions and you see things from a different perspective, from a more profound, a deeper perspective than anybody could even think of. And people are like, where'd you come up with that from? And it's because you get downloads, that's one, but you have an innate ability to see things for what they really are, and you're not easily fooled. Chosen ones. Number 9. Spiritual knowledge. No, that was number 8. Number 9 is you attract broken people. You attract broken people because you're a healer. And they come to you, especially in the form of significant others. These broken people end up breaking you. That's how you know you're a chosen one, because you trigger them in such a way, you evoke such emotion in them that they run away with their legs with their tail between their legs. And number 10, you have ADHD and ADD traits, and you're highly creative. I was diagnosed with ADD as an adult. My son gets it, honestly. So these are the 10 indications that you are chosen. And if you have at least 5 of them, there's a good chance you are chosen. If you have at least 7 of them, I put my life on the fact that you're chosen. Until next time, family, I love you, and I'll see you later.